Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA video. In this one, I'm going to be discussing the Cleveland Cavaliers trade rumors surrounding Jae Crowder. Obviously, Jae Crowder is one of the better role players, in that kind of mold that you can have in the league. So I'm going to discuss some of the trade rumors surrounding these two parties, with that being the Cavs and Crowder. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, obviously, as you guys probably know by now, Jae Crowder has requested a trade, and the Suns have mutually agreed to look for a new home for him. This came after he tweeted and then later deleted, a tweet saying that he will not be going to training camp, and then he released a bunch of tweets, including a statement that said change is inevitable, growth is optional, believing it's time for a change. I want to continue growing. So he obviously is checked out of the situation in Phoenix, and with that being said, Phoenix are looking for three things. So they want bird rights, so being able to exceed the cap to re-sign the player that they received, the main player in the deal. Then the length left on the contract, so it can't just be a one-year deal, and also players within the salary range of 7 to 8 to 9 million to help lower the tax burden. Now, I'm just taking a pause. I make NBA content pretty regularly. I'd heavily appreciate if you guys subscribe to join the journey, and also while you're at it, like the video because it helps me out with the algorithm. If you want more people to see this, then please do that for me, and then also comment what you think of the trade proposal I'll be having later in the video. So without further ado, let's continue with the video. So those three things I said before were what Bobby Marks pointed out the Suns were looking for. Now it is a bit difficult given the team is going to be sold by Robert Sarver. Obviously, after the events there that had been investigated, I think that was the right decision for him to pass on ownership. However, the team is unlikely to take on more money in that deal just because it's more attractive to a prospective owner that wants to buy the team, being in a position to take on less cap. So let's get into the mock trade that I've made and just kind of talk through it. So the trade I'm going to discuss is Jae Crowder going to the Cavs in exchange for Cedi Osman, Lamar Stevens, and then also two second round draft picks, one via Golden State in this upcoming draft in 2023, and then a Cavs one a couple years down the line. Now for the Cavs, this move makes a lot of sense given that they acquired Donovan Mitchell, who yes is a great offensive player. However, there have been times during his career where he has looked a little bit subpar on the defensive end. Now that would be a lot of pressure to put on the front court of Mobley and Allen, and then also the wing in Okoro. So if they can acquire another player on the defensive end that can help contribute, that'll be a really useful thing. And obviously, Jae Crowder is a veteran of this league. He spent this will be his 10th year in the NBA, and he's been a very key player on some pretty good teams. Obviously, not missing the playoffs. Pretty sure since 2013. So he's been a pretty key contributor to winning. And over his career, he's had averages of 9.4 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and then 35% from 3 on 5 attempts, and just above 40% from 3. So clearly a player that's very serviceable. Around the league, a lot of people view him as one of the prototypical role players that you can pick up. Now, this will help the Cavs on the defensive end, and it will help the rotation, potentially giving them a starting lineup of Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jae Crowder, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen, with Ricky Rubio, Karis LeVert, Okoro, Wade, and Love coming off the bench and making that a pretty, even more of a formidable lineup. And given the nature of the roster, it does make sense for the Cavs to offload some money and also to give Osman and Stevens roles at Phoenix they may not have had in their own team. Now I'm just going to address what I might be, imagining some Suns fans watching this video thinking, and basically, it might seem like a bit of a lean return for him, but you get Osman who comes in and has proved that he can be a player that averages points in the low teens during his career. He had a bit of a bounce back year in 2021-22. Just shooting the ball better on around a 6% increase from the field and 5% increase from 3. So he has grown, and this is a player that, if all reports are to be believed from John Gambadoro, it's a player that they didn't want to extend and wasn't going to get a significant amount of role on the team. So it does make sense for them. And also just from a salary cap management, they offload him who doesn't want to be there. They obviously don't want him either. And they get Osman who has bird rights, something that, as I alluded to before, they were looking for. Stevens has to go in because he makes the money work in terms of the what the Suns can actually take back and the Cavs can take back as well. So those guys come in and help the front court rotation for the Suns. So they cut about $1 million in salary cap, which when you look at the luxury tax would actually end up being a bit more. So it addresses all those 3 points that have been reported by Bobby Marks. So that's all I pretty much have for you in this video. So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to tell me what you guys think of this trade. I think it would really boost the Cleveland Cavaliers. Obviously Crowder's linked with other teams, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, don't forget to comment what you think of the trade, any other suggestions you guys would have. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, as I said before, and subscribe.